Hello and welcome. Today we're jumping right into the simple but super powerful English you need to talk about projects with your team. We're going to give you the exact phrases that make working together clear, easy, and honestly, just way more effective.
So have you ever felt kind of stuck? Trying to get a project moving with a coworker, but the English just isn't flowing? Or maybe you're wondering, how do I set a deadline? Or how do we split up the work without getting it all mixed up? Well, if that sounds familiar, this explainer is for you. We're going to give you the key phrases to make all that teamwork stuff smooth and successful.
Okay, first things first. Let's watch a perfect example of this in action. It's a short, super clear chat between two colleagues, Anna and Mark, and it really shows how to get things done without any fuss. So Anna starts it off. She says, "Hi Mark, do you have a minute to talk about the project?" See how polite and direct that is? By asking if he has a minute, she's showing respect for his time. And that's just a fantastic way to start any conversation at work. And Mark's reply? Just as good. "Sure, Anna, what's up?" It's friendly, it's casual, and it immediately says, "Yep, I'm ready to listen." You can already feel that good team vibe starting, can't you? Now, Anna gets right to the point. "I think we need to finish the report by Friday." Notice she doesn't waste any time. She immediately puts the most important thing on the table, the deadline. This makes sure they're both aiming for the exact same target. And look at Mark. He's right on board. "Yes, I agree. I can work on the charts today." He doesn't just agree, he instantly volunteers for a specific job. This is exactly how you make progress, with clear, proactive steps. Anna immediately confirms her part too. "Great, I'll write the summary section." And boom, just like that, in 2 quick sentences, the work is divided. There's no confusion about who's doing what. It's perfectly clear. But Mark's already thinking about the next step. Perfect. Should we meet tomorrow to check our progress? He's not just thinking about today, he's setting up a quick check-in to make sure they stay on track. So smart. And Anna nails down the plan. "Good idea. Let's meet at 10 a.m. She agrees and gives a specific time. No vague plans that could easily be forgotten. This is solid. And they wrap it up. "Okay, see you then." In what, under a minute? They've set a deadline, divided the work, and scheduled a follow-up. Now that is what efficient communication sounds like. Okay, that conversation was amazing, right? So how can you do the same thing? Let's break down those key phrases they used so you can build your very own communication toolkit. First up is the opener. "Do you have a minute?" This is your go-to phrase. It's just a really polite way of checking if someone's free before you jump into your topic. It shows you respect their time and their focus.
Next up, this super useful one, "We need to finish by." This pattern is so simple and direct. It's the best way to talk about deadlines because there's absolutely no way to misunderstand when something is due.
And you can see just how flexible this is. You literally just plug in the task and the time. "We need to finish the video by Monday." "We need to send the email by 5 p.m. It's a simple little formula that just works every single time. All right, let's talk about the 2 main ways to volunteer for work. Using "I can work on" is a fantastic way to offer your help. But saying "all right," well, that feels a bit stronger, like a real commitment. "All" is just short for "I will," and it signals you have a definite plan. Both are great, but it's good to know that subtle difference. Let's look at a few more examples. "I can make the slides" is a really helpful offer, right? But "I'll call you later" is more of a specific promise. You can use these phrases all the time to show that you're ready to take action. And finally, we have "let's meet at." Remember, "let's" is just short for "let us," and it's the perfect friendly phrase for suggesting a team action. It sounds really collaborative and makes planning feel like a shared, easy thing to do. And just like our deadline phrase, this one's super easy to change up. "Let's meet at 10 a.m. is for a specific time. Or you could say, "Let's meet after lunch" for something a little more general. It's simple, it's effective, and it helps get plans on the calendar fast. Okay, to really make these phrases land, you've got to know the key words they revolve around. So, let's do a super quick recap of the 5 most important words we heard in that conversation between Anna and Mark. All right, let's fly through these. A project is just the big picture work you're doing. A report is the document you write about that work. Charts are those visuals, like graphs that show data. The summary is the short version with all the main points. And of course, the deadline. That's the all-important date when it has to be done. So, you've seen the perfect example. You have the tools in your toolkit and you know the vocabulary. Let's get to the best part, where you get to put all of this into action. It's your turn. When you boil it all down, It's really just this simple 3-step plan. Step 1, get their attention politely with, "Do you have a minute?" Step 2, set that crystal clear deadline using "we need to finish by." And step 3, divide up the work by saying "I can" or "I'll." That's it. That's the whole playbook.
Which brings us to the final and most important question. You have the tools, you have the plan, so what's the very next project where you can put this simple, powerful language to work?